What's going on? Alright, this video is going to be on window tint. I got my my project card here, and I had managed to tint the windows on it 2 days ago, and I figured I'd make a video on just the back glass, because the back glass seems to be the hardest part to do as far as a tint job goes. If the back glass is curved, because what you need to do is you need to shrink the tint to match the curve of the glass. So you need to use a heat gun and actually like heat up the tint and shrink it. I've tinted a few cars, and I've always really struggled with the back glass. I guess it's because, you know, I'm a normal guy. I'm not a window tint guy. I don't get a lot of practice doing this. So this is probably my 4th time ever, you know, window tinting anything. As far as like the back window goes, like the side windows, I tinted the Jeep right there, but the glass isn't curved at all on that thing. That thing's a freaking box, so that thing was pretty easy. But these cars with the back window here, where it's curved as a motherfucker, this shit's hard as fuck. It's a lot of practice learning how to do it. So I figured I'd make this video as a real person, not a, you know, on YouTube you see a bunch of how to do this, you know, how to do the window tint from a pro tinter guy that's doing 10 tint jobs a day, you know, that's done hundreds and hundreds, which is good information, but this is going to come from someone that's done it four times. And look, I managed to get it on there, and it's not perfect, but I do manage to get on there. And yeah, so, and I did it 2 days ago, and the weather has been crap for the last couple days. And when I did it, I had to do it. It's been cold too, because it's the middle of December. I did it with the garage closed in the middle of the night, because you can't have any, you know, wind or anything like that blowing, you know, dust around or anything like that. So it's kind of like I'm kind of working in a cave a little bit. It's not as beautiful as today. So, and it might get kind of boring because I'm playing around with tint. But if you plan on tinting anything, I hope you learn something from it. But if you just want to see how it came out, you can just go straight to the end of the video, and I'll show you some close-ups on how it came out. Again, it ain't perfect. So, and that's basically it. And do me a favor. If you want to get any of the, you know, if you're planning on doing tint yourself, and you want to get any of the tools or anything like that I'm using, I'll leave the links down below. Check those out. They help support my channel, so I can bring you more videos like this. I'm planning on bringing you some more videos on this car here when I start getting into the fun stuff, because right now I'm just doing the boring maintenance junk on this car, because it needs all of it before I can start getting into the fun stuff, you know, like the cool shit. You know, I mean, I already painted the damn thing in my garage. That was kind of fun, kind of not, you know, whatever. But yeah, do me a favor, just check those out. They help me out. Hope they help you out. So I'll get to the part where I'm putting this shit on. Alright, so the first thing I did was I just cleaned off, you know, the back window, and I cleaned off around it. And I'm going to get a dryer sheet, which is one of these right here. And I'm going to get the back glass wet, and I'm going to rub a dryer sheet all over it. Let that dry up, and what that's going to allow me to do is that's going to allow me to put the tint down, and when I shrink it, it's going to allow it to move. Okay, it's going to add, it's going to make it slippery, okay, without it being wet. Alright, now that I got the dryer sheet on there and it's dried, I'm going to go get my window tint and lay it across here. Yeah, so this is one of those pre-cut deals you can buy on the internet. Stick it on there. And it doesn't have to be lined up or anything. Got to be on the window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this H pattern shit. I'm going to get the glass wet here and stick it down, and then stick down the center and stick down in an H pattern. All right. Just a little bit of water. Just want to get at the stick. Try to pull the center in tight. Let's fuck this window up. Fuck this shit up. Alright, got my H pattern. And so these fingers here. So I'm lucky the glass isn't too curved, so I'm gonna try to heat these up and shrink these bitches right here. Which I'm pretty lucky that it's not that fucking curved. Because man, I've had a buddy with Acura Integra and it fucking didn't happen. The liner is on the outside. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off this extra shit up here. Anything hanging off.
Alright, so basically what I've been doing is I've been being real conservative with the heat, but I'll heat up the fingers, and when I see them getting warm and wiggly, I'll just hit them down. It's probably not the most correct way, but it seems to be working, and hopefully it works out good. But this looks okay so far. I can deal with that. There's these little ones here, but I'm afraid to keep going. I'm gonna do that corner there, then that corner there, then this corner here, and just work them all out. But yeah, I'm just trying to move it on the fingers. I see them get hot and wiggly, I'll just press them down and press them down and just keep moving. Ooh, I hate this shit. There. actually, I got a few little fingers left and little waves. And I might have creased it like right up here. It's barely. But I'm afraid to do anymore, honestly. But it's landed pretty flat. Hopefully it goes on. I'm a little worried about what it's going to do back here. But I should be able to get it on, I think. Not too bad. I usually fuck this up pretty good. So, maybe a little crease here. Maybe a little, I don't know. See how this works out. But so far, looking okay. Alright, so in this car, sorry if it's kind of dark. See if I can brighten it up a little bit in here. Alright, yeah, so in the Lexus, pillars are covered in this fuzzy material, and the deck is fuzzy material, and there's all kinds of bugs and stuff down in the corners. So I know when I try to ninja the window tint in here, I'm gonna fucking touch this, or I'm gonna fucking touch that, or I'm gonna get minned up with a bug leg or something down there, or a whole fucking June bug in my hand. And look, me just touching this stuff, it's getting kind of dirty and black because this car's old as fuck, right? So I'm just gonna take it apart. I'm better at taking cars apart than I am doing window tint. So I'm gonna take this furry thing off, and that one, and the whole deck lid, and pull it off. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of speakers what they look like down under there. And then I'll clean up the window, you know, and then I'll try to throw the tint up on there. But yeah, it's not like the pro way, but I'm not a fucking pro. I'm better at taking cars apart. So hopefully that minimizes the risk of me touching this furry shit and end up with a bunch of trash in the window tint. So. So I'm going to clean off the back window and squeegee it off. Try to get as much crap off of it. This car's like mega old, so there's just junk everywhere. Try to squeegee all the dirt in one corner and wipe it off. Try to control the trash down into one side or to the sides or something. Fucking game time. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Start peeling from the bottom and wetting at the bottom and work my way up. Because I don't want the soapy solution to start pulling dirt off of everything on top and washing it down here. So I'm gonna start at the bottom. Get my fingers wet.
Okay. Spray the inside.
Sorry about that, my camera battery died as soon as I grabbed this shit. Somehow I'm supposed to get in here with this stuff. Somehow.
Alright, so then I line it up where I don't see any light coming out of the edges. Whew, that was a bitch. Alright, so I think I got it lined up where I want it. I think. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet it down a little bit more on the outside so I don't scratch it. Start from the middle and work my way out. Hopefully I got it where I want it. A little bit of light right here. I think I need to go clean the outside of the window because I can't see what I'm doing. Some tricky ass shit. It's definitely a skill. I'm just gonna go slow. Work my way from the center out. Kind of overlapping as I go.
Alright, so I'm going to use this tool here to go back over it because it's harder, but it has this rubber edge. Okay, and it'll allow me to get down in here, kind of where this finger is right here. But I'm going to get the tint wet before I do it, so it glides across it. So you end up with some of these little these little pockets right here. So what you can do is you can warm the glass up, okay, and just try to push them out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these blue paper towels. I'm going to try to soak up some of the water without the tint grabbing it. Okay, and probably in about 10 minutes you should be able to get it to stick, but it's just from a lot of water. Soak up some of the water out of the edges, and you can wrap the paper towel around like your hard card and do it. It's probably smarter, but you get it. Paper towel. Do that. So I got this. So yeah, you can warm up the glass real quick, or if you really need to. Got this one. Got. Just try to push it through. Soak up some of that water. Push it through. These guys here. Alright, so I'm just going to heat up the glass down here in the corners, try to get the glue nice and warm and hot. I'm going to keep pushing it down with the hard card and the paper towel until I get all the little fingers out. There's just a little bit here, a little bit there. But I just want to get it warm, speed up that drying process. I think that's it. Alright, so here we go, the back glass. So yeah, it has a little dot matrix here. And it's kind of hard to get the window tint to stick to that shit, but you know, so you can see some of the trash. There's actually some of the little trash down in there, and it's, you know, it's kind of hard not to get it in there. But other than that, we've got a few spots here. Hopefully those go away, or I can push those down when the tint dries all the way. The tint isn't dry all the way; it's still wet because it's cold right now. But as far as like major bubbles or anything like that, it came out good. This is probably one of the best ones I've ever done. There's a little bit of trash up here in the matrix. When it dries, I can probably push some of that through. I can still go back and try to push some of it, and if I push some of it, I'm going to get the window wet and do it with that rubber squeegee. I'm not going to do it dry because I don't want to risk tearing it up, but I'm happy with it, especially for what I paid for the tint.
you know. I might end up doing the side windows too. Those came out, you know, pretty good. I don't have a really big issue doing these. My only problem with doing window tint on the sides is trying to get it tucked in, you know, while I'm doing it. That seems to be the most difficult part, is getting it tucked in without getting a bunch of crap on it. But as far as the back window, it came out pretty damn good for, you know, me not knowing what the heck I'm doing. So, yep. All right, well that's pretty much it for this this video. Hope you learned something. If you have any comments, leave them. Tell me what's up. Tell me you hate it. Tell me you like it. Tell me what's up. Tell me something. If you made it this far, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you want to see more of me working on that thing, or even the green one, I got videos on the green one too. Subscribe. Check out the channel. You guys take care. Be safe.